I'm Teph James, bitch. God damn.
Yeah, we are back live in studio with Brassy's World. Again, if anyone wants to talk, press 1 on your phone. It will pop up on my screen, and I will bring you on, and you can chime into the conversation. All right, so right now I'm about to open this mic up. We're bringing on my man, Tephlon James, again, the guy that I'm doing my record with, and, good dude, been in the game for a while. James, are you with us, bro?
What's good, Luca?
How you doing, my friend? How you doing tonight, brother? Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. How you doing, bro?
Shoot, I'm doing great, man. Just right here in the studio.
Oh, you too, huh?
Yep.
Nice. Now, how's the weather out there in California, my friend?
Right now, it's perfect, man. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's perfect.
Yo. Now, I was there a couple of years ago. I shot a video out there in L.A. right by Sunset Boulevard, and I'll tell you, man, when I was out there, I remember driving down the street. I was there. We got off the plane. We did our thing and everything. We're driving down Sunset Boulevard, and I looked at Jimmy, my best friend. He was driving. I looked at him, and I was like, bro, I don't know about you, but, like, I'm seriously about to move out here right now. And we were there for, like, an hour. And I was like, one thing, though, man, I was like, if we come out here, I was like, we got to be single. I was like, because there ain't no way. I was like, that I'm going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? There was, like, so many beautiful women out there. It was insane. But, it's a wonderful area out there, man.
What's it like where you're at?
What, weather-wise or opposite sex-wise?
Weather-wise.
Right now, it's actually not too bad. It's a little bit. It's pretty good. It's not too bad. It's nice out. The weather's starting to get good again.
In New York, I was watching satellite. It said like 90 degrees and something in New York the other day. I was like, damn.
Yeah, it was. It was really hot the other day. Tonight, it's not that bad right now, but it's a little bit hot where I'm at. But it's not. Overall, it's not too bad. But anyway, enough about the weather. I want to get into some questions with you because until you email me your bio, what I'm saying, for the preview for this show, I didn't know just how deep you really were in the hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't realize that you were that deep into it. You toured with Bone Thugs and you had a lot of great like experiences. So, before we get into any of that, tell me, what was it that made you want to get involved with music, and, like, what inspired you to start doing it?
I listened to rap music when I was since I was about, I don't know, 7 years old, you know what I'm saying? I just had a thing for it, like the beats, everything, the rap, well, I was born in San Bernardino, but shit, I mean, you hear nothing but rap, but really what got me freestyling and everything, I would say Method Man. Method Man was like one of my favorite artists, and he was, I would recite some of his flows and stuff, and the next thing you know, I started freestyling with the homies, and freestyling for about 2 or 3 years, and then I started recording, and I got really lucky and landed a record deal in like 3 years in. So
okay,
that was, it was lucky, and I went on tour and everything with Lazy Bone for the Thug by Nature tour. Learned a lot. That's what kept me in. Once I was on tour and I seen like what, how it could really be, then I says, that's what kept me rapping. That's what kept me doing my thing.
Yeah. And then, something, man, I think that's awesome, dude. Like, I've been on a couple of tours and everything, and I've recorded with one of P. Diddy's guys. So once you start really getting into the music industry and you start, like, meeting these kind of people, man, there's been times when, like I mean, every artist goes through, every music producer goes through it. They come in the patches where they're like, you know what I'm saying? And anybody that tells you different is lying, and I've always said that, because everybody, it goes across their mind at some point, maybe I should throw in the towel. But when you start meeting people like that, it almost re-inspires you to want to stay involved, So, clue me in on this,
on tour bus, you're hopping off doing 2 shows a night, you're stopping in fancy restaurants, you're going to radio stations, going to in stores back when there was stores when you could sell your CDs, you know. And man, I just seen the big picture of it all, and I says, you know, this is what I want to do, definitely. So I just put 110%, still doing it.
Yeah, no, I know you do, man. You're always doing different stuff, you know what I'm saying? And like you sent me that beat that I'm gonna record that next Friday. I just booked the time on Friday, so my producer likes me to book in advance, you know what I'm saying? So I made sure I booked like at least a week out. But you know, one of the things I want to ask you was, what was it like being on tour with Bone Thugs and Harmony with Lazy Bone like that back in 2000? How was that experience? Tell me about it.
Man, that was the experience. I mean, it was unbelievable. Like just the whole thing to even happen the way it did, it was like wow, you know. I was just real humble and quiet, kind of just observing everything, you know what I'm saying? But it was man, it was the top of the world, you know. It was the best thing. Probably one of my favorite things that, you know, times of my whole life. So it was
great,
so
man.
It was good times, and I was just sitting back and looking and peeping and learning, and I wish I was a little more experienced when I hit the tour, but you know that is what it is. But man, I can't. That's what kept me doing this thing, you know.
Yeah,
and then
no,
as far
that's
as
good, man.
Producing goes, producing, like I never really was into any producing until like we had our differences at the record label and we split up, and then we had nobody, you know. So I started picking up keyboards, and I was just doing it just so I could have something to rap on, you know. And then I fell in love with music, you know, more than I did even rapping or whatever else. So I just kept building and building, getting sound modules, get MPC 2000 XL, got Reason. I just keep music, you know. I got guitars, I got live hi-hat shakers, I had live drums at one time. I just fell in love with the music just as much as the rapping.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You know, producing is like, it's almost a bigger part of an actual record than the rapping is. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot more can go into the producing than the writing and the recording of it. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely can respect and appreciate that. You know, but one other thing about that tour I want to ask you. Now, did you perform on that tour, or were you just traveling with them?
No, we opened up. Yeah, we performed.
Oh, okay. You opened for them. Okay. Because I was confused about that. I didn't know if you actually performed or not. Okay.
Yeah, our first show was at it was up in almost Oregon. It was in Eureka, California, up north, and it was in the middle of a Mardi Gras. It was in the middle of a Mardi Gras. There was about like two or three tiers of people, you know, and right there, that was the business. I mean, all those people, like that was probably one of my biggest shows. And like the chorus came in, I just remember like just feeling the whole crowd, and then it just inspired me, and I just yelled like Eureka, and the whole crowd went nuts. You know, Lazy Bone was happy. He was like, man, y'all got him ready. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That was like, you know, like I said, one of some of the best times of my life, definitely.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things I found works when I perform, is when you get on stage, make it seem like you're repping their city, you know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you're in Pittsburgh, you got to give them a shout out. What's up, Pittsburgh? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to, you know, feed them so they could feed you back, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, you got to get the crowd. You got to get the crowd, or else the crowd is going to be standing there staring like they, you know, hear you at all. So,
yeah, my phrase was, you got to get the crowd, or the crowd's going to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, we got a caller here. We want a caller, I think, wants to chime in and say something. So I'm opening up the mic right now for him. It's 909-761. 909-761. You are live. What's going on?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
How you doing, my friend? Yeah, we can hear you.
Ikon, one of Tephlon's mentors, man. I was just sitting there listening to you guys. You know, I remember this kid when he was first coming into the industry, you know, him and his sidekick Gambino. And I introduced him to a couple of people, and, you know, I worked with his dad as a welder at some point, and so he mentioned to me that he had a son who was into music, and me being African-American, and I'm looking at him saying, well, you're white, and your son's into, okay. That was like even almost pre-Eminem. And so I had to meet this kid, you know, and once I met him, I fell in love with him, you know, and we've been together ever since, you know, minus some of my absences, but, you know, he stayed true to the game and he stayed in the business, and I admire him for that.
Yeah, you know,
thank you.
He's done a lot of different stuff. Yeah, he's done a lot of different stuff, which is super impressive.
Hey,
you know
Luca,
what I'm saying?
yeah, one of those legends I was talking about is right here, Ikon, right here, the R&B singer, outstanding.
All right, man. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for calling in, my friend.
Hey, not a problem, man. You know, I'm supporting my friend, you know, and a fellow artist. You know, he's been good to me. And, you know, we do work together, you know, on occasions when he's able to coax me into coming up the hill, so to speak. And I always enjoy my time with him. You know, he's been an inspiration to me to stay going, even though, you know, I'm a little bit further along in age than he is. You know, I realized early in life that age was nothing but a number. And so it don't take but one good one to get you on and keep you, you know, keep your name out there. And so we keep plugging.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. Much respect on that. Much respect.
You're as old as you feel, man. I don't feel old. I know that.
Oh, yeah, you know me, man. That's for real.
All right, so, man, why don't you shout out your name real quick for the people listening, bro?
Yeah, my name is Isaac Hines, but they call me Ikon. I'm the legend, man, that Tephlon refers to. And I'm only a legend because I'm older than him, that's all. But, yeah, I'm here right now in Grand Terrace, California right now. I grew up in Compton, you know, so shout out to the city of Compton. And, yeah, it's just, you know, it's been a fun ride for me as an artist, you know, but, hey, I'm just trying to represent my friend right now, so I'm going to let it be about him.
We appreciate that, man. Yeah, we appreciate that, my friend. So is there anything else you want to add before we keep on going, bro?
No, I just want to say to Tephlon, hey, man, you know, keep doing what you're doing and don't let, you know, anything discourage you, man, because like I said, you know, God is still on the throne. And one thing I know about, you know, a good God is he's able to turn a situation around in a moment in the blinking of an eye. And so, you know, what is today, tomorrow is totally different. So, you know, hang in there, bro. Your time is really coming. Even though you did some great things, there's still greater things ahead of you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Right,
okay, you guys have a good rest of the show. I'll continue to listen.
Yeah,
thanks,
you better
brother.
get up here next weekend, right? We'll record something.
I'm working on it.
All right.
All right. Thanks, brother.
Later.
All right, man. It's back to me and you, my dude. You know, so that was one of the dudes that you had mentioned to me before, you know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that. It was good that he called in, man, and gave you support like that. And, you know, that's something I really love to see, man. It's like friends, like no matter what age, no matter how long, you know, if they've been in a longer time than you, a shorter time than you, or whatever, the fact that they you know, give that support and give that love, I think is a wonderful thing, you know what I mean? So now, have you ever recorded any records or anything with him?
Yeah. Some of those songs I sent you got him on it. Letter to My Sister. On the top. I Got You. And he's all over my record.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load those. I'm gonna load some of the records you sent me. I'm gonna put them in the studio, and I'm gonna spin those like how I just spun mine before I brought you on. You know, every week I try to spin at least like one record. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna load yours in, and I'll spin them, and I'm also gonna put them on my radio website as long as that's cool with you. I'm gonna send them to my connection out there, and try to get those on. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be on constant rotation. So we got it's a good.
Yeah. One thing I left out though, my boy Ike right there, he's the one that got me my record deal right there, got me on tour and all that. So really I owe everything to him because he's the one that brought us in his studio. He was signed, you know, and brought us in. Yeah. And they liked us and they signed us and everything. But yeah, he was the key to that really.
Nice, man. That's really good, bro. And you know, I would love to have him on as a guest like some point within the next few weeks maybe. You know, it'd be great to have have a guy like him. You know, he sounds really knowledgeable and everything. Could probably tell the listeners quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to have him
Hey,
on.
I can make that happen too. I'm sure he'll be down to do that. And he was on death row too, and he's got stories back then with Tupac and everything. So.
All right.
Yep.
Nice. So,
Definitely.
all right, man. Now, before we switch over to our next segment, is there anything that you want to add to the listeners out here? Maybe some words of advice or something for upcoming artists or producers?
Yeah. Well, first, just please stream my album. Purchase it if you like it. Independent Success. It's out. It's Tephlon James, Tephlon space James, but make sure you get the TEPH. Because even though you type that in, it's going to take you to TEF. And then you got to, even though you typed it in right, it'd be taking people and spell checking or whatever, but it's TEPHLON if you got to do that twice or whatever. I got a new album coming out, Take It Back. It'll be out, I'd say, in the next 2 to 3 months. And I got 4 singles out. 4 singles out. Letter to My Sister, These Soldiers, Smoke With Me is a brand new one, and Redefining Success featuring Lazy Bone.
Okay, all right, cool, man, good stuff.
Definitely follow me on Twitter at Bill
that's what I was about to say. Yep, give your contact info.
Yep, Facebook at Tephlon James, Twitter at Bill Collectaz, COLLECTAZ, Collectaz. And basically, man, just check me out. On YouTube, my channel on YouTube. It should be. I got 2 channels. One I got beats on. It's Tephlleezy, TEPHLEEZY. If you want to check out my beats, and then my other channel, it's under J James, J space JAMES.
Okay, cool. All right, man. Listen, thank you very much, brother, for calling into the show tonight, man. I really enjoyed having you on, and I definitely appreciate your man calling in like that to give you that support, So thank you very much, brother, for your time tonight.
No doubt, man. And we need to chop it up. And shoot, I'll call in again, man. We need to get it in again, kick a freestyle or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd be down for that, man. Call in anytime, brother. It's always 8 o'clock EST. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is about 5 o'clock for you over there.
Yeah. We'll talk. We'll book something else, too. Definitely.
All right, man. Sounds good, brother. Thank you, man, very much, bro. I'll be in touch with you.
Man, so drop that verse,
yeah.
Send it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna record that verse on Friday, and then I'm gonna have him send it right over to you when it's done and everything, and then we'll take things from there, brother.
All right, man. Hey, I respect everything you're doing. I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
You got it, brother. I'll talk to you soon. One love.
All right.
All right, back to Luca Brassy. That was my man Tephlon James Monroe. Again, great dude, you know what I'm saying, and, has given me, again, a little opportunity. Going to be recording a record with him next Friday, so I'm super excited for that, you know what I'm saying. And he's, like I said, that dude's been in here for a while, you know what I'm saying. I didn't realize even just how much, he was really involved with hip-hop or the music industry until he emailed me his bio and showed me that he, had a record deal and he toured with Bone Thugs and all those different things, and, a lot of people don't know a lot about, independent or local artists because they don't get that mainstream attention, you know what I'm saying? So you might not even know that a hip-hop artist that you're talking to has been on tour, has been signed to a label or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's good that, we have little outlets like this where artists can come on and talk about those kind of things that otherwise would go unnoticed.